our friends, the teachers, and the children. Good afternoon. Good. My name is Lohana Academy. I am a mother who is married to one gentleman. I have 3 daughters, and all my daughters have been through this school. And the reason why I made a decision to join this school when she was in P2 was exactly what has happened today in this hall. I spent the whole year without attending any co-curricular activity in that school. No sports day, no MDD, and I was burdened. Because I'm a teacher by profession, I also know what makes up a true child. A child must be supported in all corners. We don't only depend on academics, because our children are talented differently. Some children may not even perform well in academics, but can be shining stars in other areas. And that is why I made a decision to join a school that does not only emphasize academics, but also supports children in different other areas, including sports, including swimming, including music, dance and drama, and all other different ways. But when we don't support our children, feel that from within, we are missing a point. Because we have many parents who are always excited about the marks. Why don't you have 90 in math? Why don't you have 90 in science? But I'm telling you, our children may not be getting all those marks, but they have something special about them that we ought to find out. And it doesn't just happen. Parents must be part and parcel of identifying the strong areas of our children and supporting them to actually achieve that kind of goal or develop that kind of talent. We need to support our boys to take part in different parts of our curricular activities so that they don't feel left out. The people you see here that do ballet, I know that they put in time. They don't only put in money, because these children are dropped here every Saturday. So parents must be intentional. There is no van that picks them on Saturday and takes them back. So what does this mean? We must challenge ourselves. 1, to put in time to support our children, but also to find out from the school the different co-curricular activities that your son can actually participate in. So I want to appreciate the school for giving opportunities to both boys and girls. I want to come to the theme of today's event. The children have been clear. They have told us, they have even directed us where we can go and register them. They have challenged us. They have asked you if you actually get the point. I don't know if you got it. If you didn't get it, please challenge yourself. If we have any child here who doesn't have a birth registration, the challenge is coming to you as parents. And remember, as we go further, as we move to secondary schools, I've already seen it where my girls are in secondary schools. It's a requirement. These children must have names, they must have birth certificates, but also, like one of them said, or a group said, go spread the news. Do not end at registering your child and you sit back and you say, my work is done. No. Talk to your brothers, talk to your sisters, talk to your neighbors, ask them if they have registered their children. Because opportunities come at different levels. It would be so sad for an opportunity to appear for your child, and she only gets out because you did not do your part as a parent. And this comes as a challenge. Have we done our part as parents? Given what the children presented, it explains how much our teachers have done. It is a challenge to us parents that while our teachers are doing everything possible here to make our children stand out from the crowds, we also do our part back home as parents. And this brings me to raising teenagers at home. How are we doing it? It's a big challenge for many parents. I say this because I've seen so many approach me when holiday is coming. I know they say, oh, hope, the kids are on holiday, here they are. You know? Like that's your role. But I'm challenging you. You can do your part as parents. And how do we do it? When children turn into teenagers or get to adolescent stage, at that time they do not act or behave as children. But for us as parents, we continue seeing them as children, not so. And that's why you don't understand why they may not listen to you, why you may give this instruction and they do the opposite, why you may give them specific directives and they don't even follow it. You should ask yourself why. And maybe I'm happy to share with you some of the insights. When children are getting into that kind of stage, they are looking at them, they're excited first of all. They are always looking forward to becoming a teenager, in case you didn't know. And you could also look back to when you became a teenager. Maybe you could have some insights on what happened when you became one. So the excitement comes in, and it's important that parents are ready to deal with this. And how do we deal with it? Communication. How do we communicate with our teenage girls and boys? At that time, what we need is to actually practice listening, you know? When they are children, you say, sit here, stand here, go there, come back, and they'll do all that. But at that time of becoming a teenager, they also have something to tell you. And how often do you create time to speak to your teenagers, to understand the challenges they face, to understand the fear within them about their bodies, the changes in their bodies? Not only girls, even boys. I want to tell you that I have worked with boys who are struggling to break the voice at a puberty stage. For us, we think it's girls who have challenges because there's menstruation and involvement of breasts, but I tell you, even boys have issues. And sometimes because they have been raised up to be strong and are not sure that they are weak, they try to hide it, but it's painful. And that's when I challenge our daddies who are in the room, that please be present. Talk to these boys. Talk to these girls, let them know what they are going through so that they don't have to go to strangers to get opinions, because strangers have a lot of opinions and most times they are misleading, extremely misleading. So if you create time to speak to your teenagers, but also practice listening to them, you will be able to learn more about what's happening in their lives, and also know how to walk that journey with them. I want to challenge you all here. Maybe, if not all of you, most of you would have provided smartphones to your teenagers. And they have them in the house, they have access. During the weekend, they are free to use them. Have you ever tried to find out how your girl or your boy uses the phone that you gave her or him? You have a role to play, and that involves guiding them on what they could find. There's a lot of sexual abuse online. Girls are being sexually abused online, in your house, in your living room, on the gadgets that you paid for and provided to the children. And the people who are sexually harassing them, some of them are your friends, some of them are your neighbors, some of them are strangers. But how do we help these girls? They tell the girls and the boys that being online is good. And there's a lot of good that can be found on different sites. And let's emphasize positive use of the gadgets that have been provided to the children. But also talk to the children. Not to answer or respond to all the demands that are made online by strangers, but also by people that they know. Some of the men will tell your daughters, please take a photo of this part of your body and send to me. And these photos or videos have been used to stigmatize these children. They have led them into deep depression. We have seen cases of suicide, and you may not even know why a child has killed themselves. But when you try to dig deep, there's a lot of blackmail. You know, if you don't do this, I will send this video to your daddy. Remember, your daddy doesn't know what's happening online. They don't know the videos their daughters have been sending. So this kind of a person is threatening your daughter to either come and sleep with them somewhere, because if they don't, then the video which she sends will be forwarded to the father. Why should we allow our children to go through this just because we have money and can buy smartphones? Can we teach our children the best way they can use or they can be online, so that they learn a lot of positive things? There is a lot that they can learn, but also there's a lot of abuse that we can prevent. But we must be intentional. We must be present. We must ask these girls now and again, tell me what's happening. Who are your friends? Do you know your children's friends? Some of the friends are the ones who will tell them, come from home, putting on a long dress, but when you reach a cashier, put a spare dress that you put on, that you find your daughter at the cashier, you won't even know that you gave birth to this child. I challenge you, be present and get to be a friend to your child. They will tell you what happens around their lives, and you will have an opportunity to support them and to walk a journey with them before they fall into deep depression. Yes, we can do this.